Relax. Relax. You don't see me shaking. Everything's gonna be okay. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and let me just tell you guys this right off the bat. Right off the bat. Calm down. Relax. Take a deep breath, alright? Because we're gonna be mother humping okay. It is okay. We are fine. We are good to go. Philly 500 does not shake. Don't worry about the Jalen Hurts injury. It's not as bad as some of the rumors they had earlier today that had all of us holding our breath. He's going to be just fine. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say this. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most censored, most throttled, pause, Eagles content creator in all the internet. That is right here, Mr. Most Censored Eagles content creator. So hit that like, subscribe, and if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check, check. Make sure you're still subscribed. Now, I thought that today's video was going to come home for lunch, and I was going to make a video talking about the defensive line, talking about the wide receivers, talking about all this good stuff, and we'll get to that eventually. But right now, we got to talk about what's going on with Jalen Hurts. We got to talk about what's going on with Jalen Hurts and why the stupid Cowboys stink. Why the biggest chokers in NFL, besides the Atlanta Falcons, screwed themselves when they just had a huge possibly opening pause happening. Now, here's what's going on, right? There's been rumors for the last few hours that I've seen talking about Jalen Hurts has a shoulder injury, and then somehow this manifested into he's got a broken collarbone. And I'm thinking to myself, if he had a broken collarbone, especially his right shoulder, there's no way he's throwing that ball to A.J. Brown. It's not happening, right? So I kind of didn't believe it, but, you still figured something was up. He was taking a lot of hits. He was getting hit a lot. He was running a lot, okay? And he did suffer a shoulder injury. And here's kind of where we're at, right? According to Adam Schefter, he says Eagles quarterback and MVP candidate should be frontrunner. Jalen Hurts is uncertain to play Saturday versus the Cowboys due to a sprained shoulder that he suffered during Sunday's win over the Bears, per league source. Hurts was hurt late in the third quarter when Bears defensive end Travis Gibson drove him to the ground. And you guys probably remember that play. He was really, really slow to get up, and we're all like, it sucks, right? Now, Jalen Hurts has a sprained shoulder, not a broken collarbone, not something that's going to require surgery. It's probably a couple-week injury, most likely, right? We'll see how he feels at the end of the week. It's still possible he could play versus the Dallas Cowboys, but if it was me, and I was the Eagles, and I'm the medical staff, and I'm not no doctor, I'm not playing him Sunday. I'm not playing him Christmas Eve. No need to, because the Cowboys let us off the hook. They let us off the hook by losing to the Jaguars. The Eagles only need to win one of the last 3 games, and they clinch the division, and they clinch home field advantage. So, like I said last night in my cigar video, at this point, why is the Dallas Cowboys game any more important than the Saints game, the Giants game, when the reality is we just need one win. I am not playing Jalen Hurts. Even if he could probably go, I'd probably sit him. Now, according to Jeff McClain, he said Jalen Hurts suffered a sprained shoulder in Sunday's win over the Bears and could miss the Eagles' next 2 games, per Jeff McClain. Now, that means for the next 2 games, we have Gardner minshew. I don't see any way the Eagles lose, even with Gardner minshew, to the New Orleans Saints. They will beat the Saints, no question about it. The question is having minshew versus the Dallas Cowboys, can the Eagles still win? And the answer is yes. Yes, they still could win. Now, they don't have as good of a chance, obviously. We don't hold. See, us Eagle fans, we don't hold Gardner Minshew to the same standards and on the same throne that the Cowboy fans for 5 weeks held Cooper Rush, right? We understand a backup is a backup, but this backup is capable of beating you, okay? So if it's me, I'm not playing Jalen Hurts Christmas Eve. Now, I gotta say this, everybody's gotta calm down. And why I say that is because there's a lot of people that were reading he has a broken collarbone. I can't tell you the amount of DMs, text messages I have saying he's out for the year with a broken collarbone. I'm going, wait, broken collarbone? What are you talking about? He wouldn't have finished the game with a broken collarbone, okay? And I didn't believe it, so I didn't say anything on it. I just kind of waited. And of course, now the news is coming out that it's a sprained shoulder. He'll be back. It's not a long-term injury. And all we need is one win in the next 3 games. You clinch home field, you clinch the division, and then he'll get that extra week of rest. And Jalen Hurts will be good to go. Now, I'm going to say this. If you want to blame anybody for this injury, you got to blame the coaching staff. Jalen Hurts took too many hits. He ran the ball too much. My whole entire stream was dedicated to saying, why are they running Jalen Hurts too much? He's taking too much of a punishment. And they're right. This is the thing with quarterbacks, right? This is why I want a big back and not Jalen Hurts doing the Philly push every time they have a 3rd and 1. I don't want to risk my quarterback getting injured. The more hits a quarterback takes, whether in the pocket, whether out of the pocket, the more hits a quarterback takes, the more risk they are to get hurt, just like anybody else. Let your running backs run the ball and let Jalen Hurts do it when he needs to do it, sporadically when it's an important situation, something like that. But you don't have to overdo it. I thought they overdid it with him yesterday. I thought it was too much. But listen, a sprained shoulder is a different injury than a broken collarbone. Now, I've never broken any bone in my body because I'm just that kind of guy. You know, I'm big, I'm dense. I eat cheese. I got calcium all over. I hate milk. I don't drink milk, but I eat cheese. I never broke a bone. I don't know what it feels like, but the people I've known, I've played on football teams where people have a broken collarbone. I don't see how you're throwing the ball if it's on your right shoulder. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so first thing is everybody's got to relax, calm down. It's all good because the Cowboys, at the end of the day, they let us off the hook. Think about it. If the Cowboys beat the Jaguars yesterday, then the Eagles got to play the Cowboys without Jalen Hurts, the MVP. Now that game could potentially be a toss-up, now, Dallas wins, and the Eagles, let's say, still don't have Jalen Hurts for another week. That could give the opening the Cowboys needed to get into a tie situation and have the tiebreaker. But they blew it because they're chokers. And then I hear Mike McCarthy going, it doesn't matter who's the quarterback. We'll be ready for both. You ain't ready for shit. You stink. You're a stinky coach. You're a stinky. I hate that team. And I'm going to say this. If, for some reason, Jalen Hurts does not play this game, he doesn't play this game, it would be even worse for the Cowboys. I mean, even worse. Can you imagine a situation where Gardner Minshew goes to Dallas and beats them? So now they're complaining we played their backup quarterback. What if our backup quarterback goes in and wins and clinches? Oh man, that would be the ultimate humiliation, degradation, and one of the greatest moments ever. To have your backup quarterback clinch on Dallas Stadium after their fans thought that the only reason that they lost was because they didn't have Dak Prescott. Dak, Mr. Interception Prescott. He's not having a great year anyways. What's so great about Dak Prescott? Listen, the Eagles, when healthy, Jalen Hurts is healthy, he's better than Dak Prescott. Eagles' offensive line is better than the Cowboys' offensive line. The Eagles, both of their wide receivers are better than any one wide receiver on the Dallas Cowboys. Eagles have a better tight end than the Dallas Cowboys. Eagles have a better defensive line than the Cowboys. And Cowboys fans, no, they don't. Yeah, go look at the stats. Eagles have a better secondary than the Dallas Cowboys. The Eagles, with Boston Scott returning kicks, now have a better kick returner than the Dallas Cowboys. So even though Jalen Hurts may be absent this week, the Eagles still could go in and beat Dallas because they're better at every other position. And now maybe everybody's going to have a little more urgency. Me, I'm not panicking. If Jalen Hurts has a hurt shoulder and he's out and he thinks he can go, let's say it's Friday, he's like, hey, I think I could go. Shoulder's feeling a little better. I think I'm good. I'm sitting him. I'm not. There's no reason to play him. I only have to win one of the next 3 games. The goal is division and bye week. The goal isn't worried about the Dallas Cowboys on Christmas Eve. Not after they choked last night. They don't deserve to be in that kind of game with us. They want a game with everything on the line, then find a way to get to Philly in the playoffs. But my point to everybody is this. Jalen Hurts is fine. Jalen Hurts, sprained shoulder, it's going to be okay. It's not a long-term injury. I'm guessing he'll be back. I'm guessing he'll be back for... he'll definitely be back for the Giants game. We'll see about the Saints game. He might be back for that game. But I think just hold him out for the Cowboys game. Like I said last night, the Cowboys game does not have the same meaning because they lost. That's the truth. And I kind of blame the coaches because I think they put Hurts in too many situations where he's running the ball, taking punishment he does not need to take. That's why you have Miles Sanders and your running backs. But everybody's got to calm down because I know everybody's thinking it's a collarbone. It's not a collarbone. It's a sprained shoulder. He will be back in a week or 2. We're good to go. Remember, let's keep focused on the goal. 1 win, next 3 games, we're fine. Gardner Minshew is capable of going into Dallas and winning. He's capable of beating New Orleans for sure. And he's capable of beating the Giants. He just got to go do it. So the Eagles will be fine. This is just a little bump in the road. Let's just get Hurts healthy and ready to go. And who knows? For all I know, he'll be able to play this week. He's a tough kid. Tough kid, man. To go out, has sore shoulder, and still make the throws that he made, that's an MVP right there. And this should not take away from his MVP, in my opinion. He's the MVP of the year. With that said, I'm going to let you guys go. Take care. Talk to you later. We'll have more videos definitely later because we got other stuff to talk about. Don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. You know, I forgot to mention this in my video. I forgot to mention this, but it amazes me. It amazes me of how many people were so eager and happy to say, oh, Jalen Hurts has got a broken collarbone. He's got a broken collarbone. And then spread this crap on the internet, freaking people out, getting people all worked up where you can't even concentrate or do anything else. It's like they just want this guy to fail for whatever reason. He can never do enough. He can never throw enough touchdown passes, run enough. The guy's awesome. Jalen Hurts is quickly becoming my favorite player in NFL. And I mean that because everything that they throw at him, he just keeps walking right through. I gotta respect it, man. He is the system. Denzel Washington out.